Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing off a game I made with Claude Vibe Coding. It's a browser game .html. It says walking indoors, step sim. I got the wireless controller connected, a PlayStation controller. FPS is close to 60 here. These buttons all do different things. This one here says mouse and keyboard, but you can switch to Xbox or PlayStation and that changes the UI to show PlayStation buttons rather than mouse and keyboard controls. If I go to my pedometer, these are all the stats. If I scroll down, I can import backup. This is my save file. I've been playing today. This is all the stuff I did. So mainly in this game, I walk, go over here, press X to turn the light on, tap counter, right wall, 61 taps today. Let's see, I've had 3 coffees and 2 waters, so press triangle, fill cup at the tap. Cup filled. Square, pick up the water cup. And I'll bring it over to the table. Set the water cup on the table edge. Set the cup on the table. Then I'll go over here and turn this light. Turn light on, taps counter. Left wall, 61 taps today. Left stick moves, right stick looks. Triangle is to switch modes. There's 3 modes in this game. At the bottom you'll see my steps today, going up as I walk. Once I come over here, press X to sip the water. And then press X to turn the light off. 62 taps today. And I walk across the room again. Over here. Turn light on. And this is all you do in this room. You sip the water or the coffee. Turn the lights on and off, and you'll see at the bottom there's a toilet that shows I went to the bathroom 6 times today. And as you take sips of water or coffee, you'll need to go to the bathroom eventually. There's a counter on the bottom for the left and right walls, 64 left, 65 right. There's a counter for sips of water and sips of coffee. Also a counter for how many coffee you brewed and how many water cups you filled. And all this is recorded in the file that you export, your saved data, and you can make charts. Sip. Sip. Getting close to having to go to the bathroom. Turn the light off, 68. And you can listen to music while you do this, or listen to calm meditation app. Sip the water, sip. Or just some background music, relaxing music. It's a cozy game. One more sip and I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom, I think. Bar is full, find the urinal. Here's the urinal over here. Use the urinal. Relieved, 7 today. And I'm gonna pick up the water cup. Put it down, insert pod and brew coffee. Inserting pod, coffee is ready. Picked up the coffee cup and set that down over here. Now up here we have some different games. This will change low power and full. Turns off the shadows and some of the polygons basically. Go outside brings us to a forest where we pick mushrooms, flowers, berries, and clovers. Go to city brings us here where there's a scooter and restaurants and buildings, and you have to deliver food like an Uber Eats driver. Now if we go here to knit, this is a mini game where you make a blanket. Knitting loom, knitting, row 37 of 200 in this length, length 1 of 24 in this blanket. So all you do is hit the buttons, square, L1, square, square, L1, square, and you'll see the pegs are lighting up, and that is a row. So hit row done, press L2 to turn. Now we're on purling. So we'll do circle, R1, circle, circle, R1, circle. And you'll see it go around. until I get to the end, and then I hit row done. So I press R2 to turn, and you'll see another row appear right here. And this just keeps growing until you're done one row, one length, and then the lengths become a blanket. Once you make 24 lengths, you make one blanket. Now if you press triangle, you'll change modes and pick the mushroom, and you'll see the leaves blowing around and the trees. This is an infinite forest that keeps generating as you walk around. You just pick the clover, pick clover 30 today, pick a flower 25 today. You just keep walking around, turning the camera with one of the sticks until you find a berry over here. And I think I see a clover in the distance over there. It's kind of hard to see the clovers because they blend in. Picked a clover, 31 today. And it shows the steps that you've done in the forest, separate from the ones you've done in the house. But you can add them together in the chart if you make a chart from the file to show overall steps. There's also time spent, 12 minutes and 28 seconds in the forest, 24 minutes in the house, 139 wall taps. It also calculates city steps and scooter meters, deliveries, money earned, total time delivering today, time riding today. And this keeps on doing it based on days. June 13th. Pick the flower. Pick the mushroom. So you'll see there's bushes, there's leaves blowing around, there's 2 types of trees that spawn all over the place, and 4 types of pickable items that you have to pick up to increase those tallies for the day. And you can make goals. I think I'm gonna make it so that you can set goals for how much you want per day, what your goals are for deliveries, for coffee cups drinking, for whatever, for times gone to the bathroom. And you can switch between these modes. Here's the city mode. This is the restaurant. See the doors open when we walk near them. There's a mini map over here that shows where we want to go. The red dot is our destination. Burger Barn, 7 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters. There's the guy at the counter. Pick up an order from Burger Barn. Order from Burger Barn. Check the mini map. So square, we get on the scooter. Hold X to accelerate. Hold to accelerate. Now cruising. See, it says cruising. And we're moving towards the destination. Counting down. Doorstep over here. So now that we're on cruise, we can just use the left stick to turn. Now square to brake. Square to get off. X to drop the bag on the doorstep. Delivered plus $8. Back to the restaurant. Ride scooter. Hold X to accelerate. Hold 2 seconds for cruise. Now I don't have to hold X anymore. Turn this way towards my red dot here. I can see that's the restaurant right here. Hold brake. Square to get off. Open the door. Get another one. Order from Noodle House. And we'll go this way. Right here. You can see $5. That's a fast one. Back to the restaurant. Not that one. 2 restaurants close together. Got some competition. Noodle House again. And Find the same guy again. Nope. Cruise control. Doorstep, 42 meters. Here we go. Hopefully I don't get sent back to the noodle house again. It's like Uber Eats. I can go to different restaurants. $125 made today. Almost 8,000 meters. Also there's step counter for the city. Not very many steps because I'm mostly riding. Pickup order from Burger Barn. Alright, turn this way. Alright, getting close. There it is. Oh, oops. I accidentally moved to the house because I hit the wrong button. But that doesn't matter because they all have their own states. You can see the coffee cup is still here where I left it. And I'm right where I am at in the forest. And I'm still right here in the city. So you don't lose progress that way. Now I'll go back to going inside. There's another game here. Prayer beads. You can write here what you want to say as a mantra. I've done 61 already. So basically you just hit a combination, say the thing. Words of friendship, words of love, words of praise of God above. X and up. Words of friendship, words of love, words of praise of God above. Right and circle. Words of friendship, words of love, words of praise of God above. Right and square. So you hold the directional button and the left thumb and right thumb down together, both at once, advances one bead. Releasing a new Trojan. No rush, no timer. Words of friendship, words of love, words of praise of God above. Words of friendship, words of love, words of praise of God above. So this is like a meditation mantra thing. A bead, prayer beads thing. You're supposed to do that over and over again. But you can put any mantra in there and repeat it, or you don't have to repeat it. You can just go like this. Let's see. Just click the buttons. Get more. I'll go through. The stats also have for the prayer beads, 71 beads today. Total beads, strands completed. Time on beads today, 5 minutes. And time on knitting today, 6 minutes. 304 stitches today. So that's basically it. Let's go outside and see what Lower Poly looks like. Let's go to the city. Basically all it does is change the shadows and make it a little bit blurrier. There's also this karaoke remote that plays songs, but I haven't got that set up yet. 69 ship to copy. That's basically it. That's all there is to it. Also, these you can use, I guess, if it's on a touchscreen. And that is the game I've made in a few days with vibe coding. Didn't have to do anything to make it look like this. All I did was write in different text prompts and say, I want this, I want that. You need to fix this bug, you need to fix that bug. Yeah, basically just debugging. And now I've got it to a place where I can play for an hour a day or something and have fun and relax. And this is the TV over here, I guess. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh well. Thanks for watching.